What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Reimagining Manchester United. Today we have a three-part epic, the three biggest games of our series, of the history of Manchester United, the three biggest games in their history. We have the last game of the Premier League season against Burnley, which if we win or draw, we complete the unbeaten season. If we look at the competitions, look at the Premier League, we have not lost all season long. We only have 5 draws. We have 101 points, which, if you know the Premier League, is the greatest season in Premier League history. No team had ever gotten above 100 points before. We got 101 in our last match against Wolves. So we have set the record for the most points ever in a Premier League season. If we win today, we will set the record for the most wins in a single Premier League season. So we've got a lot of records on the line. De Gea has also set the Manchester United clean sheets record with, I think, 34. The most clean sheets a Man United player has ever had in a season. So this is a big episode. Burnley, then the FA Cup against Everton, then the Champions League final. Did I say FA Cup final? I don't know what I said. The FA Cup final against Everton, and then the Champions League final against Inter. In terms of since we last joined you, we played Leeds. We beat them 5-0. We just consistently got worse as we got closer to the end of the season, which is the complete opposite of what I want. After we lost to Barcelona, we beat Leeds 5-0, just absolutely destroyed them. Martial with the goal, Haaland with the goal, Bruno with the goal. We played so well. We then played Crystal Palace and beat them 4-0. Haaland with a brace, Bruno with a goal. Tuanzebe with goals in back-to-back games. Yeah, goals in back-to-back games for Tuanzebe. He's been in great form, and of course, because of that, he's injured. We then got 2-0 against Bournemouth. Martial again with a brace, one of them a penalty. We then drew with Liverpool 1-1, which is a decent result. Hannibal with the goal. Nico Williams in the 65th minute gets the equalizer. We didn't play very well. Our strikers were not good. I started Martial and Haaland. They were not good, which that's not a bad result. Well, Liverpool are second in the league. It's a home game, but still, that's one of the best teams in the world. Then played Wolves and drew with them 0-0. Again, our strikers were absolutely awful. Martial with another terrible game. Mason Greenwood has been absolutely horrific. And of course, in this game, I played Axel Tuanzebe, and he got injured. Maybe I shouldn't have played him. Maybe I should have just played Lindelof, but I wanted to keep his form going. I wanted to keep him fit, and I risked it, and it didn't pay off. I tried to rotate for the most part. Some starters played. Pogba played because he's coming back to full match sharpness. Martial played just because I wanted him to keep his run going, but he obviously did not. I wanted him to show me that he should be the starting striker for these last 3 matches, and he didn't. So let's get right into it. This is going to be a big episode. This is going to be a long one, so I'm not going to go over the team. If you want to see it, just pause the video. It's a little bit of rotation, a little bit of first team. Good enough to win the game, but not so good that I'm going to get my most key players injured. So let's get right into it. Let's get into the game against Burnley. I'm going to say I expect nothing but a win from this match to keep our good run going. Tell them I have faith. Unfortunately, Kimmich has to start at right back because we have 2 right back injuries. So he's the only right back left. De Gea has been tipped in to be in with a shot of naming the English Player of the Year. How do you rate his chances? I think he deserves to win it. He's been absolutely brilliant, and that sort of recognition doesn't come along very often, so I hope he gets it. It's never ideal to have an injury-enforced absence, of course, but is it easier when Axel Tuanzebe misses out on what many people consider a more comfortable match for Man United? There's no such thing as an easy match, and it'd be disrespectful to Burnley to suggest that. They're 9th in the form table, so they're going on a decent run. So we need to we can't lose to the last game of the season, right? We can't have a perfect season all the way up until the very last game and then lose this, right? Surely that can't happen. That would be the most cruel thing I've ever seen. I'm playing the little bit more defensive tactic because I'm fine with the draw. I don't need the record for the most wins ever. We've got the most points ever. That's what's more important to me. So I'm going with the balanced tactic. See if we can. We scored a lot of goals with it previously, so we can score a lot of goals with this tactic. But I mostly want to make sure we don't get scored on because I don't want to lose. I'm playing not to lose for this game. We've been the better team to start off. 5 shots, 2 on target. 30 minutes, there's the first highlight, though. Joshua Kimmich with a throw-in. It gets headed away by Van Ginkel. A 4, he gets through with it, puts it up to Wood, but it gets intercepted by Camavinga. Ball falls to Paul Pogba. He's only playing because he needs a little bit of match sharpness. Those are the reason. Like the only starters that are playing are playing because they need match sharpness. As Tellez gets taken down in the box, it looked like he was definitely in the box. This should be a penalty, and I have no idea who's going to take it. Oh, Tellez will take it. He's our best penalty taker on the pitch. So Tellez got taken down, and he will probably take this if it is given as a penalty. And it is not a penalty. Outside the box? What are you smoking? That was clearly inside the box. Maybe it was on the line, but on the line counts as in the box. That is a terrible call. I think the ref completely blew that. That should have been a penalty. Whatever, we just have to score some other way. Martial, see if we can score from open play. Hopefully with a Martial goal, because he misses it. I need one of these strikers to score. That's the reason I gave these two the game, because whoever plays better is getting in for the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. Whoever plays better. And if none of them play well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I need a second striker that's playing well. Like, Haaland's good, but I need a second striker that can score a goal. That can't be a liability. And we haven't had one recently. The past couple of matches, none of our strikers have done absolutely anything. So, I need one of them to step up. This is the game to do it. I'm going to thrash arm, say I'm far from pleased. We still have the lead, or the draw, so I'm not completely upset with the team, but we've not been that good. And they have a chance here from a free kick. We've not conceded many, and he gets just headed over. I don't think we've conceded a single corner goal this season. I think I saw that. We didn't concede a single corner goal. I don't know if we've conceded very many indirect free kick goals. I don't remember seeing however many we allowed from that, but I do remember distinctly saying we've not allowed a single goal from a corner this season. That is ridiculous, especially with how prevalent corner goals are. I just think it speaks to my defensive corner tactic. I think it's really good. Really stacking the front post. That's the most dangerous area for them to attack. So if you can just protect your front post, you can get off pretty well. So far, this has not been a great game from any particular player. Kimmich is having a good game, which is good, because I need one of my defensive midfielders to play well. Of course, he's doing it at right back, not defensive midfield. But good form is good form. It'll help. He can carry that into the next game, into playing defensive midfielder. As McTominay gives the ball away to Wood. Wood gets, huge save by De Gea. An absolutely massive save. Or you could say a terrible shot by Chris Wood. Wood has to be doing better there. I mean, any other striker that has any sort of physical ability rounds the keeper there and scores an easy goal. Chris Wood does not have those physicals. He's not quick. He's not one to round the keeper. So he has to put the shot in and try to beat De Gea. And he cannot, as neither can Martial beat Peacock Farrell. He just runs right into him. But he gets a corner. Tells to put it in. McTominay to get his head on it. Trying to make up for giving the ball away. But he does not. He heads it over. So far, it's been 79 minutes and we've done absolutely nothing. This is not boding well for these cup finals. Rashford has been absolutely awful. I'm going to bring on Mason. Give him 10 minutes. If he scores a goal, he might get a chance. Right now, it's Martial. He's been the worst, least awful of the two strikers. I've given up on Marcus Rashford. I'm giving Mason Greenwood a shot. If he scores a goal, he has a chance to put himself in the team for the FA Cup final and possibly the Champions League final. But it doesn't look like we're going to get a goal. But it doesn't look like we're going to concede either. They haven't really created anything at all, so I'm actually going to take Pogba off. I want him to be fit to be a backup. I'm going to start Donny, I think, but I want Pogba to be fit as a backup. Tellez, I want to be fit as a backup as well. I'm bringing on Teo Hernandez. He needs a little bit of match sharpness too, so this will give him 3 minutes, but something's better than nothing. And I don't think I want to make any other subs. I don't really want to bring... I guess I could bring on Lindelof. That wouldn't hurt. Or Levitt. I'm probably not going to start Camavinga. I'm probably going to start Kimmich and start, what's his name? Wan-Bissaka at right back. I don't know. They've had a good game, so maybe I will start him like this. I'm going to take Camavinga off just in case I want to start. I'm Maguire, I don't know who I'm going to start between Maguire and McTominay. Neither of them have been any good this game. As Martial steps up when we needed him to, scores a goal. I needed somebody to step up, and it might have taken him 88 minutes, but he finally did. A nice fizzed ball in by, I think, was that Mason Greenwood that put the ball in? No. It was Tellez. Just whizzes it into his feet, and he just taps it into the back of the net, redirects it right into the back of the net. A beautiful ball in by Tellez. And he just redirects it on goal. Martial with a good little finish might give us the most wins in Premier League history. I'm going to tell the team to focus. Going to time waste. And I think we're having the perfect season. The unbeaten season has happened with only 5 draws. The guaranteed best season in Premier League history. The unquestionable best season in Premier League history. The may never be beaten best season in Premier League history. I'll say that was a good win. They weren't especially good. They need to be better against Everton and Inter Milan, but we'll have Haaland in there. I'm hoping he'll make the difference. Well, it took a bit longer for your side to get the breakthrough than you might have hoped. How relieved were you when Martial scored? We certainly made it hard for ourselves, but we got the goal eventually, and that's what matters. Anthony Martial's dramatic late goal was something for you to savor. How do you rate that moment? It was no less than we deserved. The whole team kept working right up to the final whistle. 104 points on the season. Never been done. We complete the invincible season. I've had an invincible season before, but never in the Premier League. Great season. I'm so happy with that. Now we have Everton in the FA Cup final. This has the chance to be the last episode. Well, maybe not the last episode. The last gameplay episode of Reimagining Manchester United. If we win these next 2 games, that'll be it. The series will be over. I'll probably make a recap video afterwards, kind of recapping the seasons and how we got here and how the players did. Who's my best player? I'll probably do that, little recapping the series, but this will be the last episode with gameplay in it if we win these 2 games. Record low number of defeats, of course. Record high points total. Average attendance record. Setting every single record. De Gea wins Player of the Year. English Player of the Year is a goalkeeper. Have you ever seen that? I haven't. Goalkeepers finally get good ratings. English Players Player of the Year. Haaland top goal scorer. Haaland Young Player of the Year. De Gea Golden Glove. 5 conceded, 24 clean sheets in 29 appearances. Absolutely disgusting. I win Manager of the Year. Team of the Year is De Gea, Sula, Haaland, Greenwood. How does Greenwood make that? He has 9 goals and 8 assists. I have no idea how Greenwood made that team. He's not been very good. I think Rashford's probably been better than him in the Premier League. And 9 goals, 4 assists. Not really, but he hasn't been getting as many chances. And definitely Martial hasn't been as good. He's really came on the last couple games, but I guess he's the second best in our team this season in the Premier League, but I still don't think he's probably the second best striker in the Premier League. Haaland gets extra money for Team of the Year, an extra 1.2 mil. He's probably going to get that every season, but I will go ahead to the Everton game, and I'll see you in a second. And this is the squad I'm going with for the Everton game. Maguire makes the start. Kimmich starts at right back. Camavinga at deep line playmaker. And Tellez at left back based on their performances in the last game. Donny van de Beek makes it over Paul Pogba. Martial gets the start. I'm going with Mason Greenwood on the bench just in case I need to move to the 4-2-3-1. He's the only one I can have that can move into that right inside forward position. So that's why he makes the bench over Rashford. Otherwise, Rashford would probably make the bench. We've got some key players on the bench. McTominay, Wan-Bissaka, Theo Hernandez, Paul Pogba. So we've got some players we can bring on if the other players aren't performing. This is what I'm going to go with. Let's get into it and see if we can win the FA Cup. I told the players that the fans have been fantastic for us. They're the ones who really pay your wages. Go out there and win the trophy for them, and no one cared. But they love faith. That has got them all motivated. Will Ryan, the big game is finally upon us. Can you win the FA Cup here today? We've managed to give ourselves a great platform on which to perform today, and I hope the players do themselves justice because they've been magnificent all season. You are unbeaten against Everton in the last 7 outings. Is that sort of run important, and can you keep it going on Saturday? It gives us the confidence to go out there and really take the game to them. They'll be aware of the record too, but they have the pressure of trying to bring it to an end. This is a huge game. They're coming off a loss and a draw, so they've fallen off form a little bit. They're without Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He is injured for this game, so that is a big loss for them. Probably one of their best players. We're obviously without a couple big players. Dodo is just coming back from injury, but I didn't feel like I could risk him today. And we're without, who else are we without? Tuan Zebe, who's been a very important player for us recently. He's really come on the last couple of weeks, but unfortunately he's out. I don't know if he'll be back for the Champions League final, as we may have been given a penalty. I didn't even see if it was in the box or not. I have no idea. If it is, Bruno Fernandes is going to take it, and it is not a penalty. We are being screwed over by penalty decisions. Apparently it was just a clean tackle. It wasn't even a free kick, so apparently that was a clean tackle, but whatever. Now we need to stop James here on the left-hand side, or James, I guess that is. Camavinga clears it. And that'll be the end of that. It is almost halftime, and we have done absolutely nothing. Just the one highlight all half, and it was a nothing highlight. We only have 2 shots, none of them on target. We have been absolutely terrible. I'm considering switching to the 4-2-3-1. I'm also considering switching to the more attacking tactic. I don't know. We've got good penalty takers, so I'm not totally against taking this to penalties. And Everton are the stronger team so far, so I don't think going attacking is the right call. I don't think completely switching up what we've done, what got us an unbeaten season is the right call either. So I think I'm going to stick with what we're doing. Players need to step up. I think I'm going to take off Tellez at halftime. He's been awful. I might take off Maguire too. He's been awful. Camavinga's been awful. I don't know. There's too many players to take off. I think I'm going to bring off Tellez though. Theo Hernandez has the ability to change this game. I'm going to thrash my arm, say I'm far from pleased. Tellez didn't react. He's definitely coming off. Theo Hernandez is coming in. Can I speak to Theo Hernandez? Individuals, Theo. I have faith in you. Go out there and make a difference. He's motivated. I think that's the only change I'm going to make. Let's go into the second half. See if we can create a little bit more and have a highlight. Shoot on goal. Something like that. We need to win this game. I'm not against playing this series further, but if we can end it now, I wouldn't be totally against that either. I think this is a good stopping point based on having the best season ever. This is a perfect way for this series to end. It's only going to be worse next season, but Donny van de Beek doesn't want to have to go to next season. He wants this to be the last season as well. He finds the back of the net. Michalenko's missed interception led to the goal. Kimmich going down this right-hand side. He's barely played right back this season. He's almost always played deep-lying playmaker, but he's thrust into right back, and he finds the cross to Donny van de Beek, who puts it in the back of the net, and we are 1-0 up immediately after halftime. We didn't have a single shot on target the entire first half, but as halftime whistle blows, we have a goal in the second half. Great turnaround. Unfortunately, it wasn't Theo Hernandez who put it in the cross. That would have been absolutely perfect. I would have taken full credit for that if Theo Hernandez put that cross in. But it was Kimmich. I don't mind as long as the goal's in there. And Azeti has a chance through on goal. De Gea makes the save, though. De Gea is... I've thought about the best players in this team. De Gea is right up there with the best. De Gea is right up there with Bruno Fernandes. Right up there with Haaland. He has been insane in goal. I've never had a goalkeeper as good as David De Gea in my history of playing FM. I've never had anyone come close to being as good as De Gea is. He's just absolutely brilliant. He makes so many important saves. His 20 reflexes really show up. Bruno Fernandes with the corner, looking for Maguire, and Maguire hits the crossbar. I thought for sure that was going in. Maguire needed that too, but he can't find the back of the net. Haaland is having a terrible game, but I can't really take off Erling Haaland. He can score at any moment. I trust him to score at any moment. He's one of the only strikers I have in this team that I can trust to score at any moment. Martial's not having a good game either, as that's a bad pass in, but we're going to get the second ball. Shula with it. Pass to Camavinga. Back to Shula. Back to Camavinga. If we can create a chance here, into Teo Hernandez. Come on, Teo. I brought you in to help this team win. And that's a terrible pass from Donny van de Beek, but Camavinga gets it. Kimmich into Martial. Come on, Martial. I'm going to take him off. I'm taking him off for that. That's not good enough. You have to score that shot. I'm bringing on Mason Greenwood. Can I give team talk? I have faith. Confirm the sub. Martial is off. Greenwood is on. If he scores a goal, he starts the Champions League final. If neither score a goal, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe just throw Rashford in there, see if he can do something. I don't know. That second striker has been such a big problem for me all season. It's really a miracle that we've been able to go unbeaten with our second striker being average to very below average all season long. Like, they've had some good stretches, but they've been the most inconsistent players I've ever had. But Haaland has really made up for that. Greenwood is through on goal now, and that is a terrible shot. Absolutely awful. What has happened to these strikers? It's like their feet is like his foot is broken or something. Like, good gosh, how do you? Oh, Iwobi hits the post. We need to start wasting time. Be more disciplined. Look to hold on to the ball. Don't run at the defense so much. Regroup, hold shape, distribute. Oh no, slow pace down. Drop a little bit deeper. Don't use the offside trap. See this game out. Tell the team to focus. I'm going defensive. I might take off Haaland for a defensive midfielder. I think I'm going to. Teo has not been good since he's came in either, so I don't know what I'm going to do at left back. Bruno Fernandes has had a very quiet game. I almost want to take off Greenwood and not Haaland, because Haaland can, like I said, can score at any moment, but he's had a 6.2. Haaland, you're coming off. Greenwood up top by himself. This is his moment. McTominay's going to come on. Defensive midfielder on defend. Surely they can't score against this. I'm going to even take them off attack, put them on support. Put them just a wing backs on defend. And see this game out. If they concede now, I'm going to be so upset because Haaland is one of our best penalty takers. So I would hate for him to come off when we need him, if we needed him in a penalty shootout. But it looks like we're not going to. Looks like we're going to win the FA Cup. It wasn't pretty, but we got the result we needed. We beat Everton 1-0 in the FA Cup final to lift the FA Cup and give us one win away from completing the series. If we win the Champions League in a week against Inter Milan, we will have completed the series in, 3 seasons? I think that's pretty dang good. Start with the Manchester United team, who's in real life, this season in real life they're doing pretty well, but for the past couple seasons have really been struggling. A team that really needed a complete rehaul at the back. Like, the defensive line on this team is just not good enough. I'm going to say, I want to say if win or not, that performance was unacceptable. Win or not, that performance was unacceptable, and we're going to have to work on a few things. We have to be better against Inter Milan. Congratulations, Ryan. How pleased are you to win the FA Cup? I'm pleased. So many people have played a big role in getting us to this point, and they deserve these moments. We have to be better against Inter Milan if we're going to win the Champions League final. We can't put out a similar performance to that and win the Champions League final. I enter the England Hall of Fame. Best managers to ever work in England. I'm probably the best U.S. manager of all time based on the USA's managers that aren't very good, so I don't know who else would be up there. Let's do this press conference. Actually, I'm going to do this off camera. I'll see you for the Inter Milan game. And this is the squad for the Champions League final. Axel Tuanzebe comes in for Harry Maguire as he is back, and he's been in the best form of any of our center backs recently, so he's definitely nailed on starter right now. I had a tough decision between Tellez and Hernandez at left back, but Hernandez being with less match sharpness, and he wasn't good when I brought him on. He still only played a 6.5. I'm going to go with Tellez. He's in the better form. he had a lot of very good games, so I'm going to trust Alex Tellez. Mostly it's the match sharpness. I'm going to trust Martial. Mostly it's the match sharpness, but also I don't have any other better options, so I think he's more likely to score a goal than Greenwood or Rashford, so I'm going with Martial, which is weird because he has just been the fourth, fifth striker for this team for so much of the season. But he had a good ending to the season, scored a few goals, and he's found his way into the team for the Champions League final. I think this team gives us the best chance of winning the Champions League final. Now they just need to perform like it. They can't have another performance like last game. Let's get into this, and let's see if we can complete the series and win the Champions League final. I need more subs. That's right. That's great. I can put Rashford on the bench. And Dean Henderson. And Harry Maguire. And Dodo. And I don't know. Luke Shaw, I guess? Be a more defensive option at left back. I guess he's not more defensive than Teo Hernandez is, though, really. 13 marking, 14 tackling. 14 marking, 15. He's better. I think I'll put Luke Shaw on the bench as a defensive option at left back. Lindelof isn't going to help me. We need center backs. I doubt we're going to need 3 center backs, so Pereira. I'm going to go with Hannibal and Pogba. I think I trust both of them over Pereira in a must-win, huge, match-winning performance. I definitely trust Pogba over Pereira. Mukoko, just not really match sharp, not really playing particularly well. He's probably got the worst attributes of the 5 strikers, so let's get into this game. Let's see if we can win it. I'm going to say this is a great opportunity to show all the pundits they've been right to back you up. I held on to that one just for this match. I thought about using it last match, but I know it would have the same kind of result if I'd used it 2 matches in a row, so I saved it for the Champions League final. They're motivated. How important will David De Gea be to Man United today? Of course, he's very important. He's an outstanding player. As the leading scorers in the Champions League, are you looking forward to another positive match in front of goal? There has to be a balance, of course, and we work on everything in training. Goals make headlines, but they don't tell the full story. Our strength has been how good we've been defensively. Inter are coming off of a loss, so that's good. They are beatable. We know it. They've lost 2 games in their last 5. We have only lost 3 games all season. None of them in the league. 2 in the Champions League, I guess. 1 against Shakhtar, which is kind of unfortunate, but it was as a result of heavy rotation. 1 against Barcelona, which you can't really, say anything bad about a loss to Barcelona. And 1 in the Community Shield, which, who cares? I'm not too worried about that competition, but this is the one I'm really worried about. I don't know how this game's going to go. We have not been in good form recently. And with the way we've been playing, I don't know if we're going to win this game. But Bruno Fernandes thinks we're going to win this game. He scores a header of all things. Of course, it's a header from Bruno Fernandes and Alex Tellez. Man, I didn't know if I was going to start. I had such a hard time deciding between him and Teo Hernandez. I went with Tellez, and he rewards me with a beauty of a cross right into Bruno's head. And Bruno Fernandes heads it home to give us the 1-0 advantage after 18 minutes. We have been the better team. We have played better than we have recently so far. Kimmich with the ball. He's been good at right back the last couple games, so I had to keep him there. Dodo is obviously fit, but Kimmich is in form right now at right back. Camavinga's in decent form at defensive midfielder, so I think that's the best way to go. Kimmich got the assist, obviously, in the FA Cup final, so I can't really, for the life of me, bench him after that. So he's getting the start at right back. It's always what I kind of anticipated on doing, starting Camavinga as the deep line playmaker and Kimmich as a starting right back. It just took until the last 3 games of the season, the 3rd season, to actually do it. But I think it can be huge for us as Kimmich tries a very ambitious, I'll say, shot. Very ambitious indeed. We are nearing halftime with the 1-0 lead. It looks like it's going to go into halftime as a 1-0 lead for Manchester United. It's been a very cagey game. Neither team is really separating from the other. The only thing separating us is that one beautiful cross from Alex Tellez into the beautiful head of Bruno Fernandes. Other than that, our team hasn't played well. Twanzebe's had a poor match. Kimmich has actually had a poor match. As has Martial and Holland. Holland has really fallen off form these last couple games. I'm really disappointed in him because he's been magnificent all season. Obviously, he's the top goal scorer in the Premier League. Top goal scorer in our team. We've got to guard against complacency now. Don't think the job is done. Tellez is down and uninspired. I'm going to say you've been very good. I'm very happy with your performance so far tonight. He's calm. Anthony Martial, there's a lot more to come from you. I have faith that you can come good. Obviously, he did it in the first match of the day with an 88th minute winner. So we know he can come good at the end of games. We are so good from set pieces. I think that's been really key for us this season, how good we've been both offensively and defensively from set pieces. We haven't conceded many, and Shula's been at the head of all of that. It seems like he's heading away every single chance. He's been the key to this team. Like, he's the best player in our defense. Even with Camavinga, Kimmich, Teo Hernandez, Milan Skriniar, Sula is the best defender in our team. As Martial is through on goal, and he finds the back of the net, and he's onside. Erling Haaland with the assist into Anthony Martial. And I said he could come good at the end of the game. It's a little bit earlier than I thought it'd be, the 62nd minute. But Anthony Martial comes good with the assist by Erling Haaland. Our two strikers getting a perfectly timed ball over the top. And a delicate finish by Anthony Martial. A delicious finish by Anthony Martial. And we are 2-0 up. I think he's just barely onside. Just barely. Who is this defender? He left him on. John Stones of all players. Left. Oh, now Holland is injured. That's not good. Pulled wrist ligaments. I'm not too worried about that. If he gets injured, he gets injured. This is the last game of the season. I'm keeping Erling Haaland on the pitch. 70th minute. They have a free kick, though. I just praised it for how good we've been defensively. And Shula, again, heads it away. Like I said, oh my gosh. Is that Martial? Holy crap. Like I said, he's been at the heart of everything we've done defensively. Nicolas Shula, one of my best signings. As João Pedro has played through, but I thought De Gea was going to save it. He went down to his left post, but he could not get over in time. João Pedro gets played through, and they get one back. It is 2-1. This game is not over. Brozovic with why are you stepping out there? Skriniar never needs to step up there. We have midfielders back there to mark those players. Bruno Fernandes is coming over. Camavinga's coming over. There is no need for Milan Skriniar to step up there. I want to sub him off just for that. That is unacceptable. You can't make mistakes like that in the Champions League final. So we're looking for a third goal to really, I don't say kill it off, because obviously we've seen they can score goals very quickly. But I'd feel a lot more comfortable if we had another goal, as we're going to get the ball back at least. Skriniar, I don't trust you right now. He gets the ball away kindly. Van de Beek with the ball. Over to Kimmich. Kimmich has not had a great game, but he could have a good, cross in here. That'd be huge. It's Bruno, when we needed him to. Bruno Fernandes stepped up. He wasn't good in the FA Cup final, but he has been a game winner here today in the Champions League final. A great performance. 2 goals from Bruno Fernandes and an assist by Kimmich. I know it's a pretty easy assist. Bruno Fernandes did all the hard work. But we get our third goal to reinsert our 2-goal advantage with 15 minutes left. Surely we can see this out from here. I'm going to take off Twanzebe. He's had a bad match. I'm going to bring on Scott McTominay. I might take off Camavinga. He's on a yellow. He's a little bit tired. Obviously, so is Kimmich, but Kimmich's had a better game. I mean, only because he had that assist. Other than that, he's had a poor game. Who's better defensively, Camavinga or Kimmich? Kimmich, 14-14. 17 anticipation, though. 14 positioning. Camavinga, 15-16. 17 positioning. 17. Okay, Camavinga's better defensively. I think I'm going to bring on Wan-Bissaka for Kimmich. Kimmich got the assist, but I know Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a better defender than Joshua Kimmich. He has 20 tackling. Does he still have 20? Or has it gone down? He still has 20 tackling. So I'm going to bring on Wan-Bissaka. I'm thinking of bringing on Luke Shaw for Tellez, but I don't see a reason to just yet. I'm actually Am I going to make all three? I'm going to wait to make my third sub, just in case we get an injury. I might just hold on to it for the rest of the game, because I don't want to get an injury. I think we're going to see it out. I think we're going to complete the series. Who do I want to bring on to be on the pitch when we win the Champions League final? Who is the biggest? Maybe Paul Pogba? Maybe Harry Maguire. He's our captain. I kind of think Harry Maguire needs to be on the pitch. Yeah, Harry Maguire needs to be on the pitch so he can lift the trophy. So I'm going to bring him on for Milan Skriniar. Switch him to McTominay. And we are going to see this game out. And we are going to win the Champions League final. And win the quadruple. Every single trophy other than the Community Shield available to us. We have won. And this is the greatest season in Manchester United history. It can't be outdone. Well, it can be, but it's probably not going to be outdone. This will probably go down in history as the best season Manchester United has ever had. The best season any Premier League club has ever had. What a season this has been. We won everything. And the series is over. Just like that. I was not sure how this season was going to end. We had so many ups and downs. Obviously, we didn't lose many games, but we had, inconsistent performances from so many different players. But when they needed to, the team stepped up. Bruno Fernandes, the best player, stepped up when we needed him to. Of course he did. He's been the best player all series long, and he showed it in the biggest match of the series. Bruno Fernandes is the man of the hour. Outstretched arms. Congratulations, boys. Enjoy these moments of glory. You deserve it. Absolutely brilliant performance. Congratulations, Ryan. How good does it feel to win the Champions League? I'm delighted for everyone involved. It's taken a lot of hard work, but moments like these make it all worthwhile. And that is it. The season is over. The series is pretty much over. Like I said before, I will be doing a recap episode after this, so this won't be the absolute last episode of Reimagining Manchester United, but it is the last episode with gameplay. We have played our last match with Manchester United. It's bittersweet. I really enjoy this team. I love all of these players. Yeah, I was going to say if there's any exceptions, but no, I love all of these players. Maybe not Skriniar. Skriniar's not really came off that great to me, but I'm a little disappointed in Skriniar. But De Gea, my favorite goalkeeper in this game. Bruno Fernandes, my favorite midfielder in this game. Erling Haaland, my favorite striker in this game. Camavinga, my favorite deep lying playmaker in this game, along with Kimmich. Kimmich was a little disappointing, but he turned it up when he needed to at right back. What a season. I will see you for the series recap. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. Links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me. And for the last time, second to last time, I'll see you next time.